Hello, welcome back to another TemTem video. This is going to be the last TemTem video. Maybe there will be some background footage of it in other videos, but this will be the last actual TemTem video because we've got a roadmap, which is kind of exciting for the immediate future. They've got spring, summer, and fall 2020. We'll see if they progress any quicker or if anything happens, but for right now, have pretty much the whole year of 2020 lined up, which is pretty nice that even if they don't stick with it, it's nice that they've given us something to work with. Okay, it might not be perfect and it might not be as quick as we'd like, but, they're giving us information about it. They post constant updates on the Discord. So far, the customer service end has been all right. So I'm about 120-ish hours into this game, and right now I'm finishing up the end game. It took me about 60-ish hours to beat the regular game. It took me about 75 hours, so another like 15 hours to beat all the side quests and get all the items and complete the game to, completion as, as far as I could get. And after that, I started breeding and started messing around with EVs and trying to get the perfect TemTems and whatnot. So that's what I've got going on in the background is basically just me, farming different eggs and, messing around and trying to get the perfect TemTem and whatnot. Because the game's going to have battling soon. It's going to have competitive mode soon, and I'm pretty excited to give that a shot. So I was like, let me mess around, see what I can do. Because in addition to breeding, I'm also money farming. So right now you'll see I'm releasing all these TemTems. I went through and I found all the TemTems that I wanted to keep. You'll see some breaks in some spots because I took those TemTems and moved them over to another page because they were stat-wise, and breeding-wise, I wanted to breed them. That's why you see all these empty spaces over here in the next tab. So the reason I've got all these similar weasel-looking things you could see is because they give special attack and regular attack, which is really nice, and you get the same experience for catching as you do releasing, as you do killing. But when you catch them, you can, breed with them, duh. And then releasing them like this actually gives you money because there is a place in the game that's like a PETA, type organization. And they're like, oh, wow, you've released, a million TemTems, so we're going to give you this amount of money. So that's basically, I've just been maxing Pokemon or TemTems, catching the ones that I can. I've got these fish Yukama guys that give me speed when I catch them. Or I'm sorry, no, they give me speed when I catch them. So I really just was focusing on speed and then attack for right now. I've got a couple of guys that are good at defense, tanking, and that's really they're already set up. They don't need anything else. So right now I've just been working on my big boy DPS. So late game Temtem is okay right now. I'd say the biggest thing is that they might have this in Pokemon. I'm sure they have it in Pokemon. But one of my favorite things in Temtem is if you mess up, they sell items that let you undo the mess up. So it's like, for me, I accidentally killed one dude by accident, one more guy than I was supposed to. And I was about to cry because I was I'm talking, so you can get 1,000 EVs or TVs on TemTems, and I was on 980 out of 1,000, and I messed up, and I was but I managed to recover. They sold some items. I went back, and now I've got this dude that's just I've got a few guys that are just absolutely insane that I love, and I might make a video with them in it later, or maybe they'll be in some footage in the background when I do some competitive trainer battle stuff. So, I'd say the whole game overall pretty fun. Late game, end game, had a lot of stuff to do. Definitely a lot of stuff to do. There's Luna hunting still. You could see I've got my one Luma. That was one of the big things I wanted to do before I quit the game, and so I'm happy I managed to catch one or run into one, I guess. I'll also catch one. I got so lucky. This thing heals when you attack it with electricity, and I had electric TemTem on me, so it was nice. I just fucking I just kept healing him up and just praying he didn't kill himself. It took me a hot minute because I didn't have any great balls or master balls or ultra balls or anything. I just had the TemTem equivalent of basic Pokeballs, and I'm excited to see where the future roadmap takes us. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go upstairs and get some coffee next. But overall, I'm extremely happy with the $30 I spent. Definitely would play it again. If I could do it again, definitely am still going to play more. And I think that it's maybe not necessarily worth buying right now. Now that I've gotten to the end game and the roadmap is out and I can see, what's coming along. But I would say, probably around April, May, maybe depending on when they release it, maybe even a little earlier. But then I think the game will be in a real good spot. I think right now there's not really a whole lot to do at this point aside from min-maxing different Tems. So if you want to, if you want to feel like you have a real, late game, like with actual objectives, I'd wait a little bit longer. So here's the roadmap. You can see we've got spring, summer, and fall. Biggest thing we've got coming in spring is the ranked matchmaking and in-game chat bubbles. We've also got summer. We've got the new island. So right now, you're locked out of certain places because you can't get back different skates and different whatnot. So summer will let you get those items back. So that's why I think summertime is going to be the big time to play the game and big time to buy if you're on the fence. And we'll see what happens in the fall. I think that's when the game is basically going to be completed. I'm sure they're going to keep adding stuff, or at least I'd like to see them keep adding stuff. I mean, the nice thing about this, they can release, TemTem Ruby or TemTem whatever, but they could also just keep doing DLCs. It's on PC. You could just keep doing DLCs and adding on new islands and, expanding the servers. We'll see. But so far, I think the game overall, super fun. Maybe not worth getting right now, but, spring, summer, definitely looking forward to playing those more. And overall, I think it was a great game.